We are up and running on both Instagram and on YouTube. Welcome back to our daily live feed. As always, if you'd like to come work with me, suitsandposing.com is where you have to go. We do hair, makeup, suits and posing, all of the fun stuff when it comes to competing for ladies, women, ladies only. So if you are logging on to Instagram, I do have us up over on YouTube as well. I'm trying a new feature tonight on YouTube, which is showing the comments. So I don't know if that's going to be on the replay when I actually repost the video. One thing I noticed last week is that I wasn't able to choose the option to get the comments to come back, like the ones that came up during the live. Normally I can have that as a setting on YouTube, but I don't think that's actually a setting on the streaming app. So I put it up as a chat overlay. So hopefully that will show up when we, what's up, Raven? Hopefully that'll show up when we repost the video onto YouTube this time. We'll see. I might toggle it on and off because I'm going to do some screen sharing tonight. As we start talking about the competitors, things like that. We are going to do a preview of Tampa tonight. And that's just because we don't have anything to wrap up from the weekend as far as photos are concerned from the British Pro and from the Columbia Pro. What's up? So I think you guys can see your comments on the screen when you're over on YouTube. So if that's the case, just shoot into a comment there and let me know if you can actually see your comments popping up, because I think we can. I think you can see them. So let me know if those are coming up on the screen for you. Welcome, you guys. And as always, I'm going to give it a minute or so for people to get logged on here too. So, oh, cool. You can see it. Awesome. Love that. Awesome. Fantastic. Cool. So we'll try that, see how that goes. And like I said, I think I can turn it on and turn it off. So we'll try it as we go along here. Awesome. Wonderful. So for those of you that are getting on Instagram and talking about our YouTube platform right now, I just added a chat overlay on there so that you can see your actual comments pop up on the screen too. And hopefully when we repost the video, once we're done, it'll still be on there for you so you can see yourselves participating. It just gets better and better, right? BSPN just getting fancier and fancier. I know, right? Yeah, we're legit now. We're legit, you guys. So, yeah, I like the YouTube platform better personally. I think it's a better video platform. We've just been doing Instagram for so long that most people know that we're on Instagram. So I'm going to continue to stream on both. Doesn't hurt. I can stream on both. I just think that the actual user experience is a little bit better over on YouTube. So check it out and see what you think. But yeah, just a quick note as far as the British show, the UK show. Laura Ziv from France, she did win it. I know we predicted her to win that particular show. She did win. Evie Eskandar won Bikini down in Colombia. Jessica Reyes Padilla won down in Colombia. So pretty much everybody that we thought was going to win won. And now we've got a couple of those people coming in to Tampa as well. Tampa is going to be crazy, you guys. Tampa's always crazy. Tampa is a tier 2 show. So typically in a normal year, Tampa is the last show that qualifies you for the Olympia, because the Olympia is typically in September. It's not this year because of all the craziness of the last couple of years. The Olympia is now in December. So we have a lot longer for girls to qualify. So this, like I said, Tampa usually is the end of the season, really, you know, and then we start going towards the next year, but not this year. But and we've got some girls that are just starting to get warmed up in their season or just starting their season, that kind of thing. So Tampa, though, is always stacked, always full of competition, right? So this weekend is going to be a long, well, I say weekend. I leave tomorrow morning. It's not a weekend, it's a week. So starting on Thursday, we have Masters pros getting on stage on Thursday, as well as check-ins. Then there's pros on Friday, and then there's pros and NPC on Saturday. Is there NPC on Friday too? I can't remember. But NPC is on Saturday as well as pros. I have girls competing Thursday and on Saturday. So it's going to be a long weekend, another one, just like Masters Nationals, very long show week. They just get longer as they add more divisions and more people, that kind of thing. So, hey, this is the first time I've been down to Florida since the spring. So it was, what's up, Devin? I was going to Florida like every week for the last couple of years because of all the situation with the pandemic stuff. So now I don't have to do that anymore. So I haven't been down there in a bit. So I'll be going down starting tomorrow morning. So let me pull up the pro list to get us started. Now I pulled post lots of pics. I love behind the scenes content. Yes, I'm going to get a lot of behind the scenes content for sure. Typically at Tampa, we're not allowed to video at the show because they have a live stream. They have a pay-per-view. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. If I'm going to be able to video the actual show or not. If I can, I will. If I can't, obviously I won't. So let me pull up the list to start. We'll start with that. And I did, is that what I'm looking for? I don't even know. Hold on. I'm getting there. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out. I pulled up the list. I thought I had it here somewhere. Where did it go? Is there only so many that I can pull up at a time? Maybe. That's not it. I don't want that. Let's go away. Where's the list? It might be that I have to pull up something different here. I'll get the live stream, just have FOMO of all the other stuff. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be a fun show. It's gonna be a fun show. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got it. Okay, we got the pro list up. So let's get that shared for you. There we go. There's our pro list. Okay. Where did I just go with it? I might be able to get it this way. There we go. All right, I figured it out. Okie doke. So there we go. We got our pro list. So we're going to start off with figure. Again, a lot of people on this list. Some people to be watching out for. I just realized Autumn Cleveland is on there. I didn't pull her up initially, but Autumn is one to be looking out for. She's been placing top 5s, top 2, that kind of thing. Definitely want to be paying attention to. I did pull up the 2 that I think will probably be your top 2. And that would be Jessica Reyes Padilla as well as Larhana Robinson, both previous Olympians. Jessica obviously just won in Colombia. I think, and like I was saying before, she has won every single show that she has gone into other than the Olympia and the Arnold. And I did pull up pictures of her, but now I can't seem to find them, of course. Where did it go? Let me see. Yet. That is not who I want. Maybe I X'd out of her real quick. Hang on, let me pull her up because I do want to give her a little bit of a boost here for a second. So I thought I pulled her up. Maybe I didn't. Give me a sec. Let me see. This one was from, man, she's just doing really, really well. What is this one? That was Europa. I don't want to pull up Europa. They don't have any pictures yet from Colombia. So again, I can't really give you any photos from that. But here's one that I can pull from. This is one I thought I had up. Okay, this is one that I can pull up from Olympia. There we go. Okay, let's screen share that for you. There we go. Okay, so this is Jessica. Like I said, she just won in Colombia. I'm looking at our comments, and I don't know if I can get it to go down any further. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Sorry, I'm learning this new platform, so you're learning along with me. all the comments on YouTube are up, so we're good. We're good. I was just looking at it right now, and I was like, "Am I missing something?" No, we're good. So this is Jessica. So she just won in Colombia. Again, every show that she's gone into, she has won except for the Olympia and the Arnold. So I expect her to be your front runner here in Tampa, and then. Beyond that, I do think we're going to see probably Larhana up in the top as well. What's up, Aisha? Let me pull Larhana up. I have her photos up as well. Here she is. She is also a previous Olympian. So I do expect to see her probably up in those top spots. This was Olympia this year. So if I had to guess, I would say it'd be between her and Jessica. Now Autumn may come in there as well. Like I said, I just noticed her on the list. So I would say that Autumn is probably one to be looking out for too. If I was to place a top three, I'd probably put Autumn in third, Larhana in second, and then Jessica in first. Now, anybody can come out and surprise me, obviously. We always know that. We've got people that could jump out that we haven't seen ever compete before and just shock the world. That's the fun part about this, about all of this competing stuff, is that there is no automatic winner each time, right? So let's pull that up and we'll pull up the list again. So there is your figure list right there. So a lot of competitors on this list, as you can see. In general, this is probably the biggest show that I've seen, period, across the board with all of these divisions. But you can see there's quite a few on here. This is the biggest figure list I've seen all year. So there is figure. We're going to go to bikini last because that's the biggest one. Let's go to wellness next. So I did look up a bunch of these wellness girls. Most of them, again, I'm not super familiar with, but we do have a few pro debuts happening, that kind of thing. So let's take a look at a couple of the girls here that could be potentials. Okay, so this, let me pull up that list again so I get the names right. The first one is, I think this is, I pulled her up, now I can't, I think it's Priscilla. Priscilla is a pro debut. Just won a pro card. So this is one that we could be looking out for potentially. This is a brand new pro, just won a pro card at Universe. So she's deciding to jump right into the show, which I don't think is a bad idea. Gives you a good idea of where you stand, what you need to improve on, that kind of thing. But Tampa's definitely one to be jumping into. Let me tell you, that's a big one to be jumping into. But we've got a pro debut right here for her. Alejandra, Nadira, Alexis, Amanda. Yeah, that's a bunch. I pulled up a few. Yeah, I pulled up a few notables prior to. This is another pro debut right here. Another just won a pro card at Junior Nationals. Yep, and this is Alexis that Devin was just mentioning. Let me pull her up a little higher. There we go. So there's Alexis, another pro debut that we could be watching right there. Let's see who you got. Alejandra. Where's Alejandra? Let's see. I don't know. Oh, okay. Alejandra. Yep, I didn't pull up her pictures, but yes, I agree with that. So many of these names. I'm so sorry, you guys. It is really hard to pronounce. We got a lot of girls that are not from the U.S. that are competing in this particular division. And Amanda, I did pull Amanda up, but I think I might have closed. Is this Amanda? Hold on. Let me get rid of this one right here. Yes. Let me pull her up. What's up? There we go. Okay. This is Amanda, right? I just realized that I don't have their names on the actual pictures that I pulled up. But this is another one to be watching. I believe it's Amanda, right? If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on that, but let me pull up the list again. Where am I at? Here we go. No, that's not Amanda. This is somebody else. This girl, help me out here, Devin. Who's this? I pulled her up and now I can't find her actual name here. She just placed top 3 in Texas. Diana? Yeah. I think, yes, that's correct. Yes. Diana, you're right. Yep. She just placed top 3 in Texas. So I did pull her up. I remembered her face, but not her name. Got a lot of new people coming along in this particular division. So, and again, like I was talking about before, a lot of them are from outside of the US. So we aren't super familiar with them yet, but we got to get familiar with them. So this is me learning right along with you. So yes, this is Diana. And who else did you say, Devin? Devin, you said Alejandra. Let me see if I can find a picture of Alejandra real quick. So we'll get familiar with these people. Okay, she was also, it looks like she was also in, was she also in, man, there's different pictures for each of these girls. So I'm trying to learn their names, guys, right along with you. Looks like this girl is brand new pro as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me share her as well. This is Alejandra. Get her. Yep, I got her. Give me a second here. I'll pull her up. Here we go. There we go. So there's Alejandra. And yep, she just placed second. Yes. I just saw that there was a couple of pictures of different people that popped up in my little Google search right there. So this is Alejandra right here. Those of you that are on Instagram, we're over on YouTube screen sharing. So getting to know some of these wellness competitors that are going to be in Tampa Pro. So if you want to flip over to our YouTube channel, there is a link in our bio, so you can click on that as well. Pulling up some of their pictures so you can get to know some of these ladies. They're new to me too. So I'm bringing all these up so that we can learn who they are and be paying attention to them as they kind of work their way up in the pro league. So there's that. And let me go ahead and grab, let's see, pictures of Nerilde Grace Garcia. I can't pronounce these names, you guys. I'm so sorry. I am butchering them. I did pull her up earlier. That's right. She just did the Caribbean Grand Prix. Let me pull her up. 5th in the Caribbean Grand Prix. So let me pull her a good front shot of her up. Let's see here. Leave it to me. I know everyone. Yes. Well, you should, Devin, considering that is your division of choice. You should know everybody. I'm going to bring you in as my expert here. There we go. And again, a lot of these girls are brand new. And as far as to the IFBB, haven't competed much. So we're getting to know them right now. Right. So this is another one to be watching out for. And again, I'm pronouncing the names terribly. Nilridi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's a reason I don't MC these shows. But this is another one to be watching out for here. So these are your top people. But again, this is a brand new division when it comes to the IFBB. So what that means is that there are a lot of girls that could come out and just wow us at this particular show. We could see some pro debuts come out and just take it. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to feature them as well, because those pro debuts, they are kind of coming in when we know what the division criteria is supposed to look like. So I think this is going to be a really good show, just like we talked about with Pittsburgh and all of that too. This is going to be a good show to be able to get a better idea of criteria, because a lot of these shows throughout the year have had 5 or 6 girls in them. You know what I mean? This one has way more than that. So we're finally going to start seeing some new girls that fit the criteria a whole lot better. So we're going to see some things shake out pretty well here at this show. So I'm excited about watching this and just seeing how it plays out. Let's go now to, oops, that's the wrong thing. Back to the list, and let's go to Bikini now, because Bikini is also going to be a barn burner, just like we talked about with figure, Bikini even more so. So let's pull this up so you guys can see this list, this massive list of bikini competitors getting on stage here in Tampa. So I actually competed in Tampa myself when I first switched over to bikini from figure. And it is no joke. This show is no joke. Every year it's no joke. So we've got a lot of girls on here that have been winning shows. We have a lot of girls on here that are previous Olympians. It's just going to be a matter of who shakes out at the top this time. We've got some girls that are doing very, very well in the Masters divisions that are also going to be doing open. So I'll be interested to see how that all plays out. But we're going to kind of work our way down the list. I pulled out some specific names that I wanted to share with you guys. Doesn't mean that they're the ones that could potentially win this, but they might. You just never know. That's the crazy part about all of this. So let's see. First one. I got a lot of people up. The first one I wanted to share with you is Yulia. Now, oh, that is Shelby. That's not who I was looking for. Hold on. Let me get Yulia up here. There she is. Okay, so I wanted to share Yulia because she's one of our athletes, one of our sponsored athletes. She just won a pro card this past year, and this is her first show back since the fall. So looking to see her, do well, and I'm excited to see her up on stage again. She's put on some size. That's what she needed to do since she won a pro card. So I'm excited to see her get up there and just showcase the work that she's put in the last year. All the Jazzies coming in. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to Jazzy. Don't you worry. She's on my list. Of course she's on my list. But yeah, so I'm excited to see Yulia back up on stage. So I just brought her up so I can give her a little bit of a shout out. Then we are going to go to who we got next. All right, I'm going to go to Romina next. So let me get rid of this one. We're going to go to Romina's next on the list here. Okay, so this is Romina. Obviously, this was when she did New York Pro 2 years ago. She actually won this, not this year, but the year before, down in Tampa, when it was down in Tampa, before it came back to New York. So she won this show. She is a previous top 5 Olympian, and we have not seen her on stage at all this year. So I am very curious to see what she looks like. She competed quite a bit last year. Did a good job of kind of refining her frame quite a bit last year, but we haven't seen her on stage at all this year yet. So this is her first time back on stage. I was actually wondering if she was going to compete or not this year because we hadn't seen her yet. So here she is. She's back. So as you can see, Tampa tends to be one of those shows where these girls want to come out and make their mark. We're going to talk about a couple other ones that are just coming out for the first time. We just said Yulia's coming out for the first time this year. Romina's coming out for the first time this year. Typically, Tampa is that show that's the last show of the season, but it's not this year. It's just, people are just getting warmed up. They're just getting started right now, right? So did she qualify for Olympia last year? Yes, she did. She qualified last year. Yep, she was in Olympia last year. There was 1 year prior to the last 2 years where she did not, but she did qualify this last year. So yeah, she's one to definitely be watching for 100%. So, and I can't comment anything on her physique currently because she hasn't competed this year. So we'll see. We'll see what she looks like. It'll be interesting. Next one we're going to pull up is Jordan. So Jordan has been doing very well this season. Her last showing was in Chicago, and she just placed third in Chicago. So she's another one we should be watching as she goes into Tampa this year. She's been top 5 pretty much every show, first call up pretty much every show this year so far that she's come out for. So yeah, I expect to see her do pretty well here. I'm sure I don't know what the feedback was from this past show, but I'm sure she took it and applied it to place top 3 at Chicago. Chicago's another really tough show. So for her to come top 3 there, she should do pretty well here. She's definitely one to be watching for sure. So there's Jordan right there for you. Next one we're going to go to is our little Spanish Wonder. I got to find a good name for her. This is the girl I think a lot of people are sleeping on. This is Ivana Eskandar, Evie. She just won over in the UK. She just won this past week. And she is on a tear. She has won 5 shows in a row now. So this girl, you got to look out for this girl right here. I could see her winning this show. I could see her winning the show very easily. She hasn't been here in the States yet since the fall, so it's been a little bit, but she has won every show that she's gone into for the last 5 shows. So she's definitely one to be paying attention to, definitely one to be looking out for. I wish I had some photos from the UK show to show. That was this past week, but she did just win that. So she's coming off of a win, rolling right into this Tampa show, which I think is a fantastic play for her as far as strategy is concerned. If she can make her mark here in Tampa, she's going to be one that you got to be watching over at the Olympia time. For sure. So that is definitely one to be putting on your list. I could see her winning this show. I could see her winning this show for sure. Okay. Next one we're going to go to. Let's see. Where's my screen share? Sorry, I'm trying to do 5 different things at once here. Is our very own Jasmine Gonzalez. There we go. Okay. So Jasmine just placed second in Chicago. So there's only one way to go from here. That's up, right? Yeah, ain't no sleeping on her package. Julia and I thought the same. Absolutely, yeah. I thought she won Colombia, not UK. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It was Colombia. Yep, you're right. I said that earlier at the beginning of the thing, and then I got discombobulated. You're correct. She won Colombia. That's right. But anyway, that was Evie that we were just talking about. And she's still coming off of 5 wins. Any way you slice that, that's 5 wins. So Jasmine, obviously, she just placed second in Chicago. She knows what her feedback was, coming a little bit tighter, which is what she's doing. I think that this is going to be a very, very good look for her, a very, very good show for her. I could easily see her in that top. I could easily see her fighting for that first place position right here. So it's going to, I told you guys, this is going to be a freaking barn burner when these girls get on stage, man. Like, it's just going to be a matter of who looks the best that day. And I'll tell you what, I am not looking forward, or I would not be looking forward to being a judge in this particular show, because there are some really, really, really good girls in this show. Really good girls in this show. And they're not your typical like top 5 Olympians either. So it's going to be really cool to see somebody come out and actually cement their place at this particular show for the Olympia this coming year. Whoever does win this show is definitely going to be one that they're going to be looking at for the Olympia. So this is a big title, guys. This is a big title to be paying attention to. So I do think that Jasmine's done what she needed to do in order to come in and win this show. So she's another one that could be in that top spot. She's another one that could be in that top spot very easily. So, yep, looking forward to seeing that one play out. Next one we're going to go to is yet another one that we could potentially see in that top spot, and that's Daraja. So Daraja came out and shocked everyone at Tampa last year, right? Daraja's always been in the top spots since she turned pro, right? She's always been in the conversation. And then she came out at Tampa this past year and freaking blew it away. She ended up beating both Jen Dory and Laura Lee at this particular show, only coming in second by a very, very slight margin to Issa, right? I actually had Daraja winning this show. I was wrong, but I had her winning. And then she came out at the Olympia and placed top 6 at the Olympia. So again, this is a show that could absolutely cement your place in the who to watch going into Olympia, right? Do you think she can beat Daraja? Yes, I do think that Jasmine could beat Daraja. I think any one of these girls that I'm talking about right now could beat each other on any given day. Absolutely. Any given day, as they say, any given Sunday, right? So, and I remember talking to Daraja before Tampa, like at check-ins in Tampa, this particular show. She had already qualified for Olympia, so she didn't need to qualify. And she just went into that show saying, yeah, I'm going in just to see how I stack up. No pressure, all that kind of stuff. She walked on stage and her presence just took over that stage in Tampa last year. So I expect her to come out guns blazing. And she's another one that we have not seen since the Olympia. She took a good off season, gave herself some rest, gave herself some time, so she could make some improvements and come back. So I'm curious to see what she brings to the stage. I'm really curious to see what she brings to the stage. And one of the biggest things with Daraja is her stage presence. Her stage presence is phenomenal. You can't not look at her. So if she brings that along with an improved physique, she could 100% win this show. Absolutely could win this show, no problem. So she's another one to be paying attention to going into Tampa this coming weekend. Now let's take a look. We've got a couple more people I wanted to talk about. One of those, I wanted to bring up this girl right here because some of you guys might not know her. And she has not been on stage in a while, and it was hard for me to find pictures of her, actually. And that's Ashley Puida. So Ashley is a previous Olympian. As you can see, this is actually a photo of her at the Olympia. I can't get the screen to go up for some reason. Let me see if I can get it to expand. I guess it doesn't really work too great. But anyway, this is Ashley. And she is, like I said, a previous Olympian, but she has not been on stage in a while. So she's another one that when she does get on stage has amazing stage presence. So I'm curious to see what she brings to the stage. This particular shot was obviously from the 2017 Olympia right here. She has competed since then. I just couldn't find any recent shots as I was going through Google before this live feed. So this is the one I grabbed for her. But yeah, I'm curious to see what she looks like. I just wanted to give her a little bit of a shout out right here because she's also a very tall competitor. So she's going to, when you put her next to a Daraja, where Daraja's teeny tiny and then Ashley's super tall, it's going to be an interesting comparison right there too. So I wanted to give her a little bit of a shout out too. All right. And then we're going to go into Shelby. So Shelby is another one that has been placing top 5, top 2 all year. At some point, this girl has got to be able to get a freaking win, right? So, I mean, it just, like I said before, any given Sunday, in this scenario, any given Saturday, right? This could be her day. I can absolutely see her up there, fighting for those top spots. Yeah, she's been doing every single week. You know what I mean? At some point, it's got to break for her, right? Right? She competed a few weeks ago. I forgot where. Who, Ashley? Ashley Puida? Ashley did not compete a few weeks ago. No, I would have noticed that. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Shelby stacks up here for sure. Definitely interested to see how Shelby stacks up. And again, she's another one that could potentially win this. So if you can find what show it was that Ashley Puida competed in, tell me, because I would have noticed her on the pro list. I have not seen her on a pro list. So, and it would have popped up. It would have popped up in PC. Anybody else confirm this? I got somebody telling me that Ashley just competed a couple of weeks ago, which I would have noticed that. I would have noticed if she competed. Did she play? Oh, Patriots. See, if she did Patriots, then that would make sense because that's the weekend that I competed and I didn't pay attention to pro lists. If she competed at Patriots. So hang on. We'll figure this out right now. I'm gonna look. I feel like I would have noticed her name on a list regardless. So let me see. Hang on. I'm going to figure it out real quick right now while we're here. I'm going to figure it out. I got to find the Patriots lineup. Hang on a second. Yeah. If that's the case, then that would make sense because I didn't pay attention to shows that weekend. So let me see. Because I competed that weekend. So I'm just trying to find the Patriots Pro. Hang on a second. Palmetto, Patriots. There's Patriots 2021. Where's Patriots 2022? How do they not have it on NBC News Online? There's 2018, 2021. Why do I not see Patriots Pro 2022? Let me see. Let me see. 2022. There it is. Yep, there she is. I stand corrected. All right. Well, I'll give that to you because I didn't look at Pro List that weekend. So I did not see this at all. Okay. I'll admit when I'm wrong. Let's see. Let me pull up her photo from there. There we go. All right. Yeah, I was trying to find the actual photos on NBC News Online, but they didn't have it listed they didn't have the show listed underneath the recent shows. So I had to go dig in a little bit more. So there she is. So, okay. So we've seen her. I won't sit here and critique or anything like that, but I'll be interested to see if she brings improvements to Tampa, because this could definitely use some improvements for sure. Needs some better posing, that kind of thing. Needs to fill out a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see what she looks like. All right. So let's go to our next person. We just talked about Shelby. So we're going to go to the last girl that I have on this list to be looking out for in Tampa, and that is Jody. So Jody has also been placing top fives, all of that, all season, all year. She tends to be in the first call out, tends to be towards the top 5 area, all of that kind of stuff. So she's another one to be paying attention to at this show. Sometimes she's a little bit too lean, or she's to fill out a little bit, that kind of thing. Who knows? But we'll see. We'll see how she stacks up in this lineup. So as you can see, there's quite a few people to be paying attention to across the board in all of these divisions. So if I had to pick let's see, that's what I want, a top 5. Let's see here. I mean, I'm going to definitely put the girls that are going to be fighting for the top spot at this particular show. I'm going to put Romina up there. I'm going to put Jasmine up there. I'm going to put Daraja up there. I'm going to put Evie up there. And I'm going to put Shelby up there. Those are going to be my top 5. There's a lot of other girls on here that we could potentially see up in there. Thoughts on Mary? She's Masters Blood. Yeah, I mean, she looks fantastic. When you're talking about Mary, and she looks fantastic. She's 52, I believe, and she did just win the Masters World in 50 and over, and also 40 and over. She looks great. She did Tampa Pro last year as well, and she was in second call out, I believe, last year. I assume she's probably going to be about the same spot, is what I would say, for this year. She looks great. She looks phenomenal. But you have to also remember, like we've always talked about, when you put a 50-year-old physique next to a 25-year-old physique, they just look different. And this is a game of comparing apples with apples and not apples with oranges, right? So we'll see what she looks like next to everybody. She looks great. She looks fantastic. And like I said, last year, she was in that second call out. I expect to see her probably somewhere. This is a deeper lineup than last year, much deeper lineup than last year, much deeper lineup than last year. So I could see her still placing the top 15, but it's going to be tough. It's any way you slice this is going to be tough because already right now I have 5 girls that are fighting for first place. 5 girls fighting for first place right now. So that's just first. That's just first place. And I could see any one of them. I could see any one of them getting that first place position. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. Drive and watch you, but made it home safe. Thank you, Sean. I'm excited to see how it's going to be. I can't wait for judges' feedback. Yeah, it's going to be, this is a great show to go into regardless of your status as a pro, whether you're a top pro, just starting out, whatever it might be, because you are getting in front of the Olympia judges. Same reason why I did New York Pro. Same reason. I wanted to get in front of those judges. I wanted to know what I needed to do in order to get better. That's the only way that you get better. The only way that you get better is by putting yourself up in front of the toughest competition and the best judges, right? So regardless of where you are, whether I have you, fight for the first place position or I don't, doesn't matter. This is a good show to go into. I did this show when I switched over to Bikini from figure, and I did it on purpose because I wanted to be up against those top people, right? I actually was in the top 15 when I did that, I think. I was in third call out. So wherever I ended up landing, I don't even remember. I was in third call out. So I don't remember what my placing was, to be honest with you, but I was in third call out. So I will say that. But that is something that I wanted to do. I wanted to see where I was going to land among these girls who are top Olympians, right? And being in a third call out in a lineup like this is not a bad thing, right? So, get your feedback and apply your feedback, whatever it is, when you come out of this kind of show, right? That's the biggest thing I think a lot of girls miss. They go into a show like this, they get the best possible feedback they can get, and then they don't apply it from there. So make sure that you apply it, and then it's a win no matter what you do, right? So no matter what you do from here, if you apply the feedback that you get at this show, you're going to get better, right? You're going to get better. You're going to have a better physique. It may or may not translate to placings, just depending on who you stand up next to the next time, but you will have a better physique and you will have a better look if you apply your feedback that you get from shows like this, right? So that's why you want to do shows like this. Put yourself up against the toughest competition. It's one thing to be a big fish in a small pond. It's another thing to get into the big ass ocean, right? And this is a big ass ocean. So for the girls that are coming into this, fighting for the first place, good luck to every one of you. For the girls that are going into this, just to see where you stack up, go in there as if you're fighting for first place, right? It ain't over till it's over. Like I said, last year's competition, when we saw Raja come out and actually almost beat a previous Olympia winner, that was a big deal. That was a big deal. This is also the show where Devin got her Olympia qualification last year. I had Devin winning. She came in second. I had her winning. You see this? I had Devin winning in wellness last year, and I had Raja winning in bikini last year, and they both placed second. Whatever. I should have been a judge. Just kidding. But point being, this could make your season. This particular show could make your season in one way or another, right? So this is a show to be watching. This is a big show. There's a reason that it's a big show, and it can definitely make your season. It can definitely make your season just by getting feedback, right? Just by getting feedback. You guys have any questions? I'll leave it open for questions before we finish out for this evening. I head up there, or down there, I guess. I'm in Virginia, so I head down there tomorrow morning. I'll be there starting tomorrow. I'll be meeting with girls for posing. We have girls competing Thursday, and then Saturday as well. Any idea who the head judge is? I think it's Tyler. My next show, not till next year. My next show won't be till next year. I took my feedback. Tampa's always a good show. I always plan on going every year. We always have a good crop of girls going every year. And we do this year as well. We have a lot of girls competing in it. So hopefully maybe we'll have a pro win. Maybe we got an Olympic qualification last year. Maybe we'll get one this year too. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Right? And so that you guys know, be paying attention because we're going to start launching stuff for Cuties Conquering the Stage very, very soon. It's coming up. It's already August. So we've got things in play and all of that too. So be paying attention as we start coming out with all of that. Love these previews. Thank you. You're welcome. And what else? And be paying attention because I will be sharing stuff about Tampa. If I can record in the show, great. If I can't, get the pay-per-view. You know what I mean? So I will definitely have behind the scenes stuff going on for sure. Always do. And my phone's always full of stuff. And other than that, I'm going to let you guys go. For those of you that are on here that my sponsored athletes, give me a couple of minutes to get logged off of here. And then I'm going to meet you guys over in our Facebook group. So we got our athlete meeting this evening. It'll be a quick one. I'm not going to keep you on for long because I still have to go pack and my flight leaves early tomorrow morning. So I'm not going to keep you guys on long because I got shit to do. So with that, I'm going to log off of Instagram first and then we'll log off of YouTube. And I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. And here we go for this week. All right. We're going to end Instagram and good night, you guys.